Alrighty, hello. Um, so just kind of showing you guys what I do to my cars ready for when I race them. So first things first, I obviously have to get some new cars. So I ended up buying this 2-pack at the hobby shop in Dayton, Ohio. Go check them out. Here are the cars. Obviously, you've seen them in the video before. What they look like. Obviously, this is a pile of stuff that we're going to be using to show you how I set up my cars. I'm going to get this cleaned up a little bit, as I was just kind of trying to show you. Also grab a Carrera car just to show you how I set up those as well. So just a quick little overview and representation of everything. I'll grab the Carrera car that I have modded the most. I think it's already out. It's not the case because I didn't take it with me to the hobby shop to race it around. And I'll show you just what I've done to these, and it's pretty much the same for both, but I'll show you like what I've done to this car to make this car fast. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first you're gonna want, I chose a screwdriver kit to get me all the right parts. So this is the screwdriver I use. I'll use a Phillips. So I'll do rundown and show you the process of these, and I'll give you a rundown of this cat. Move it out of face here. Then make a little pointer so you can kind of see. So first off, in the front, you can see the differences between just these cars. This car still has this driver inside, and this car does not. So no driver inside, and this one does. So obviously, that's by choice. Taking the driver out is going to have less weight on the car. The car is not going to barrel as much. This car is going to be easier to drive, all because of that feature right there. So the only thing I've done in this car is take stuff out. So that is just taking out the driver, and that's pretty much all I've done in this car. It's going to make it a lot better to handle because that actually adds some grams, as we'll see on the gram scale here shortly with these guys. So this is my brother's car. We wanted to split it since it was going to be two of this exact same car. We wanted to split it so we could both have one of these McLaren F1s, and they're just lovely. Obviously, out of the box, they look gorgeous, but as soon as we race them, they might get beaten up. So you can look at the bottom here. It has a digital door ready for a digital chip. And if I grab one real quick, because I believe I have a couple over to the side, this is going to take and make this car able to go on a Carrera track. If you don't have a Carrera track, don't worry about this. If you have a digital track, it's only going to be Carrera Scalextrics, which means you're either going to need one of these, or you will need a Scalextric digital chip, which I do not have on me. I will probably show you the process of throwing a digital chip in. We'll just mod this one on video and the other one on too when my brother is watching, just so we can see what I've done in the car. Ooh, some tight screws. These are older cars. They've been sitting in that case for a minute. But they're fast. They are fast. Ran some okay laps, I would say, with them. They are right at the weight limit. So we need to get them lighter so we can throw an extra magnet in there to make it stick to the track a lot better. And then we'll fine-tune the motor and throw on some tires. Tires will be a nice thing to add to it. So there you go. This is the upfront body. Obviously the driver is connected to the body. This is your car, and we need to make this lighter So we can put extra magnets here and here to give the car more stabilization, or magnets here and here. Either are going to help out tremendously with this car, make it faster, and make it stick on the corners just that little bit better. But yeah, the motor, these older motors are actually better than the newer ones. Like, I don't know what happened with that, so there's that. So just weighing the components by themselves, I need to get this to about, was it 2.5? So this is 1.720 by itself on the ounce scale. That's pretty good. Kind of average. This is 0.790. That is heavy. Most of the cars, I already take out the driver anyway. It's fine. So what we want to do to this car is the question. We can take out this light area where you see lights. You can take that out. There's still going to be lights that reflect on the car. You can take that out. I choose not to. I like the look of it, and the weight is not as much as the driver is. Not near to or at all. Then we have this back panel here and another piece here for light piping. And those light piping pieces I like to keep in because then you get the actual lights of said car that you have just bought. So yeah, so we're going to take out this driver. He already looks a little loose in there to begin with. We're kind of going to look at it, see, I think it's a pin. I think it's pins that hold it. I don't want to break my rear wing either. And then the antenna, we'll see. That will more than likely come off a little bit, and then I'll just pull the rest off usually. So let's find why it's in there. Come on. There we go. It is out. No windshield damage. No nothing. Now let's test how much this weighs just by itself. Just by itself. We've got it back to zeroed out. 0.235. We can put in 2 whole magnets with that I have, because they are smaller magnets. And we'll just throw this together on like this, pretty much. Screws are not going to weigh that much, and we'll check how much it weighs. 2.280. That is okay. We can put magnets into it. We can make it faster. That is fine. Now, let's actually put magnets in them and make them faster for the time being. I will also throw in a Acura digital chip, not with it right now because that's adds more weight. And for the weight specifications and the track it's on, it's not going to like it anyway. So we'll just set kind of the magnets side. Magnet, take a little shim off. Bam, 1 magnet. 2.4. 2.520. Looks like we're only putting in 2 on this guy, which is fine. That's a fine, okay amount of magnets to put, extra magnets to put in a car. So we know weight-wise what we can deal with. Each car is going to vary in weight. It's just how it works. Magnets, shims, if we put the magnets back with the other magnets, otherwise it'll snap. These 3M pieces, and this is an easy set of magnets you can get from Amazon. They are white magnets, like they are colored in white, not like the actual magnet is a white magnet. So just to let you know, you're gonna want to get your magnets as close to the back end as possible, which is what we're gonna do with this car, and then we'll run it without the chassis and then with the chassis for y'all, just so you can see. So I'll tune it up, and then we'll have a testing video on the car, or maybe I'll just showing you the chip in little compartment. White magnet goes right in there. Already got a magnet off to the side. Obviously, you're going to have a little bit of trash. You're going to want to throw the shims away. I don't care to keep them, so I throw them away. If you want to keep them and use them for extra weight, maybe for a Nomad car, go right ahead. I have weight for that I can stick on. So for me, it's not as big as an issue to put weight in said Nomad car. Okay, those are in. We'll throw everything together and see. We might actually even throw in, the only way I could see it really balancing out is 2 more magnets off to the side, really, to balance. When you're over, there's 1.9. So we're right at weight. If we put, I think even one of these, they don't add, now these magnets don't add a lot. They don't, they really don't. It's going to be at 2.7 how it stands now. So personally for me, I don't like to be that, like, where, oh, I can get disqualified and then it's a hassle to take out the magnets. So then, just kind of slide the shims. Yay, hopefully the magnet didn't snap. Notice that's a big problem, is these shims really help when you want to put them back on. They don't snap to bits. Alright, we'll screw everything on, and then it should pretty much be ready to go. So obviously look in there. 2 magnets, and a magnet in the back. Should be fairly stable. Body is now back on. Flip them over. We like the back. The back end is a very nice end. I recommend, always what I do is throw the back screw in first. Just screw it, make it a little loose. It helps better when the back end's loose over the front end, considering the back end has all the magnets. If the front end's loose, it is not good, unless you throw magnets on the front, which for the class I run in, you do not want that, because then you have to, obviously throw more in the back, which means you're overweight. So that's something you gotta watch out for. All right, so chip time. Let's go back in here, unscrew. So then we're gonna pop this out. I'm gonna see all these cords and everything. Then for this, use another bit in my setup, just kind of to get it out of there so we can ship it. And I just kind of keep with Scalextric for competitive cars, and unless it's another series, then I might use a slotted car. But yeah, I prefer to use a Scalextric or Carrera car because they don't seem to be half bad once you do stuff to the actual car itself. Now, I have considered maybe going with a Revo slot one of these, and just kind of seeing like, oh, how's that do? But here we go. Chip is in. Screw is kind of in place. It might be just a little bit finicky. And then let's go take this to the track. In the next video, show you this and this kind of mod and no mod, what the difference is between your cars. This is all ready to go on my track, all ready to go to race. Should be a fun car. We'll see how it runs, and then we'll show you the difference between just standard, no magnets, no nothing, and then I'll come back here and tune it. It's the same tune as that, and then also I'll put more RPMs on the motor, kind of break the motor in, and also tweak the motor just a little bit to make it a little bit faster. So without further ado, thank you for watching me mod a Scalextric McLaren F1. Need 24 hours a La Mas. Pretty awesome car, I would say. So yeah, you can see the chip ready to go. See you in the next one.